What can I do?
Well, you can get started on this guy. What's that? Oh, yes. I told you about that, right? When your mother and I moved the world to solar energy, wind power, to hydro, all that.
Nope.
Can you hand me that cheese? No, the other one, the cheddar. Right. I really thought I would have told you that. What is happening to my head? Your mother and I have to take the credit for reducing the world's dependence on oil and beginning the age of wind and sun. So that was pretty awesome. Are you done already? It was all pretty simple converting the nation's electricity. After a certain point, everyone knew we just had to suck it up and pay the money. Because holy crap, it was really expensive at first to set up all those cities to make their own power. All those solar panels and windmills in the city buildings, they went there, you know. I just said, hey, why don't we have the buildings themselves generate the power that they're using? I mean, everyone loves windmills, right? Windmills are awesome. So we started in Salt Lake City and went on from there.
I'm done.
Yeah? Jack, Munster, cheddar, and pecorino. It is the only way. You got it. After that was a period of intense activity. Your mother and I tended to do big projects like the power conversion and then follow it up with a bunch of smaller, quicker things. So we made all the roads red. You wouldn't remember this, it was before you were born, but we were all into roads then, so we had most of them painted red. A leathery red that looked good with almost everything. They used to be gray, the roads. Insane, right? Your mother thought yellow would be good too, an ochre but sweeter. That was us, your mother and I. Cheers. We were all pumped up after that, to be honest. Wow, that kind of thing, it really made your mother horny. As a matter of fact, you were conceived around that time. She was like some kind of tsunami.
Dad!
What? Did I cross the line? Don't you want to know when your seed was planted? What? I think you'd want to know that kind of thing. It's done cruel. No, honey. Sour cream in the salsa? That's just wrong, sweetie. My God. Well, anyway, we were on a roll, so we got rid of genocide. The main idea was to create and maintain a military force of about 20,000 troops under the auspices of the UN that could be deployed quickly anywhere in the world within about 36 hours. And these wouldn't be the usual blue helmets watching the slaughter. These guys would be badass. We were sick of the civilized world kind of twiddling their thumbs while hundreds of thousands of people were killing each other in Rwanda and Bosnia, way back in Armenia, and on. And then the UN would send 12 Belgian soldiers. You know, that's nice, guys, but really, there's a genocide raging in Rwanda, 800,000 dead in a month, and you send 12 Belgians. So we made the proposal, the UN went for it, and within a year, the force was up and running. And man, was your mother Randy again. That's when your fecundation happened, and why we called you Johnna. I remember now, I was wrong before. Your mother and I were actually caught in the UN bathroom after the vote went our way.
Dad!
The place, all marble and brass, was full of people, and at the worst possible time, Kofi himself walks in. He sure was surprised to see us in there on the sink. But I have to say, he was pretty cool about it. Actually seemed to enjoy it. He even watched for a minute because there was no way we were stopping in the middle of that.
Dad!
You know, once we...
Father!
Fine. I get it. I won't say it again.
Thank you.
It's just that that's part of the story, honey. It is. Everything we did, it started with love and ended with lust. But you're right, that was inappropriate. We were on a real tear after the genocide. Very busy. I attribute it partially to the vitamins and protein shakes. We'd shoot out of bed, bounce like bunnies, and that's when we covered Cleveland and Ivy. We're going to need all three kinds of salsa, hun. After Cleveland and the Ivy, we banned the wearing of fur outside of the Arctic regions. We flooded the market with diamonds, gold, and silver to the point where none had any value. And then we fixed the ozone hole. We could show you that. We've got that on video. And then we did the thing with the llamas. Yeah, that was us. We just liked looking at them. So we bred about 6 million and spread them around. Yeah, they weren't there before, honey.
Dad, did Mom...
Look, there's one now. Isn't that a handsome thing? And now they're as common as squirrels and deer, and you have your mom and dad to thank for that. What?
Never mind.
Yeah. I don't feel no time. Use the small knife to cut up your hand. So, then we came home, rested up for a few days, and
I just need to use the bathroom.
I guess so much of what we did, what made so much of it possible, was eliminating the bipolar nature of so much of what passed for debate in those days. So often the media would take even the most logical idea and make it seem like there were two equal, opposing sides to the argument, which was so rarely the case. I mean, there was a time when you couldn't even get a light bulb replaced because the press would find a way to quote the sole lunatic in the world who didn't want that light bulb replaced. Not everyone is happy about that light bulb being replaced. We talked to a local resident who's not at all happy. So we sat everyone down, all the members of the media, and we said, listen, we all want progress. We all want a world for the grandkids and all. And we know we're going to have better gas mileage for the cars. We know we're going to have weekly parades in all the villages and towns to keep the morale up. And we know all this has to happen sooner than later. So don't go blowing opposition to all of it out of proportion. Don't go getting everyone all inflamed, you know? Yeah. So we sat them all down, served up some onion and carrot dip, and in a couple of hours, your mother and I straightened it all out. It was all so easy, really. I don't know why anybody else didn't think to do it. Yeah, and the last thing we did, and I know I told you about this, was the program where everyone gets to go back and redo a year of their childhood. For $580, you get to go back to the year of your choice and do that one again. You can't change anything or do anything differently, but you get to be there again. Live the whole year with what you know now. Man, that was a good idea. Everyone loved it. I did that period between 10 and a half and at 11 and a half, 5th grade. Wow, that was sweet. But you know what I'm particularly proud of? When I convinced your mother to wear her hair up more often. That's how we were married, with her hair up. That's how we did the walk with the music and the fanfare. Everything yellow and white, side by side, she and me, your mother and I. Yes. Speaking of 10-year-olds. No, don't do it. But there's your uncle Frank. Hold on.
Need someone to love. I don't need your sympathy. I wanna know if I'll ever be free. True love, see what you can do for me. I know, you have an ocean. And I know you possess the seas.